Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Urban Absurdity. I'm your host, OG Ron.
I'm the co-host, no other than your boy, Cortez. Simple.
And Bianca called in again today. For the second time in like 3 weeks. She got like 6 points now.
Damn, she got to be almost pointing out by now.
Hey, man, she was getting some breaks when we first started, but now it's just like this shit is getting out of hand. Her work performance is suffering, and some definitely don't have to be done.
We got open interviews coming up. Just to let y'all know. Open interviews. You ain't got to have no experience. Just apply.
Don't bring no resume. Just show up. Just be ready to talk, and that's it. That's all you got to do.
Matter of fact, can y'all meet us at Wild Woody's? That's where the open interview is going to be at Wild Woody's.
That would be cool. We just set up in there about to meet. Like, everybody come through. You want to be on the podcast? Okay. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, show us your talent.
That would be weird, podcast interviews. I wish they had real radio interviews, because I wasn't going to talk about this first. I wasn't going to talk about my Chiefs winning this game, a playoff game that nobody thought they would win, but they did. They did it in spectacular fashion.
Hooray.
Oh, come on, bro. You know that was that defense, like, dude, I don't even think that was them. They put some other niggas out there, like, just in Chiefs uniform.
Dude, when did the Chiefs defense become the best defense in the world? When did that happen?
Bro, I don't fucking know, but I'm happy it did. Like, what? Dude.
Yo, in the first half, they didn't get not one first down until like the last 30 seconds when he went off for that. But other than that.
Bro, the only points they got was on a fucking mess up by the special teams. I was like, dude, even the fans was shocked. Like, this shit took everybody by surprise. Nobody fucking. I was like, they gonna get 24.
I sure thought this was gonna be a offensive battle. Luck did not show up, man. He looked like a boy in like compared to those men out there, man.
He did.
Like
he
a
did.
Rookie.
And it's kind of fucked up to say, because he looks like the Geico caveman. He should have been the OG out there. Hey, you know what? I gotta say this though to the sports fans that listen. Shout out to Luck, but your shit ran out today. You want to get Showtime?
Woo. I ain't gonna lie, my homies. That's what the Chiefs fans call him, my homies, or my homie.
My homies.
Dude, the dude is nice. I cannot lie. For years, the Chiefs fans have been begging for a quarterback.
We've been begging, bro.
Only thing we need is a quarterback. We need a new coach, a new quarterback. We need a defensive line. It's always those things, right? Boom. They get a quarterback, a new coach, a good defensive line.
Yeah.
You know, the defensive line been there for a minute. So, I mean, like, this is like a good, like, they stuck it out.
Bro, this shit seemed like a dream. It was like nobody thought it was gonna happen this early though.
No.
Like, how you have a dude? This dude was like 22 when we got him.
Man, that's crazy.
He stood over there behind Alex Smith. He was like, okay, that kid over there, he probably gonna start. Well, I didn't think he was gonna start next year. They got rid of Alex Smith.
They did. And
I'm like, shit, he ain't got no choice.
They promoted this nigga, and this nigga came out killing,
bro.
Yo, I ain't never seen no quarterback kill like this except for Peyton Manning. But that's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. I'm just glad he's being compared to some people like that. It's a little too early. His numbers was good, but we got to wait till you give him a few years.
Yeah, we do have to wait, because you remember when we was all on Dak's nuts when he started. We was like, damn, like, didn't he win the MVP, or was it co-MVP or some shit that first year?
I don't think it was MVP, but I know he had a good season. He had a good breakout season.
He had a good ass season, man. I was like, damn, like, this nigga is the truth.
Yeah.
And
I thought he was gonna be way better than him too, because Jerry Jones, he don't play around. Like, he got that real money. Like, he'll buy a quarterback. Like,
right. Jerry Jones got a whole different. He can go to battle with anybody.
Exactly.
He's like, the commissioner want to fuck with me? The commissioner?
I'm worth $9 billion. This nigga ain't got no money. Hey, bro.
Like, what's good, commissioner?
You know what? I got to bring up a topic. Since we started talking about money, I was going somewhere else, but we're going to talk about money. We got to talk about an insane amount of money.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeff Bezos, the richest fucking person in the world.
Go ahead.
Amazon founder. And just, he got some other companies, but y'all might not know about them.
He definitely got other companies.
Yeah, he got a fucking rocket company. Like, this nigga's building rockets. That's how much money he got.
Yeah, I did read about that he got so much money that he about to go over to Mars,
bro,
and start building over there. He's about to get it cracking by myself.
Bro, this dude about to do some weird. That's why I always said that for somebody to have that amount of money, it could be dangerous. It's almost like when you watch TV and you see those villains that are just super rich and they could invent these contraptions and go out and like just destroy the city and shit and can't be stopped. Like this is like reality, but all right, he's not crazy though. He's just trying to make more money.
Yep.
But this is what he did. I don't remember the woman's name, but she has like some kind of association with Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
And his wife called him with some racy text. He's sending her, you know what we send, y'all. We send dick pics.
Come on, man.
Yeah, some silly shit, bro. She caught the text. She saw the pictures. Like, there's no proof he had sex with her, but she wants a divorce. Mm-hmm. And if she gets half, which is crazy, they've been married 25 years. He started Amazon 23 years ago. So she was in on the money. Mm-hmm. And they live in Washington, which is a community property state. So even, like, they rules are so ironclad, like, she didn't have to be around when you got the money. If you married 25 years, nigga, she getting half of that shit. Or half of what was made while you were married.
Yep, easily.
So if she takes the bread, which she has the option to, she will be worth like $67, $68 billion. She'd be the richest woman in the world instantly.
Are you trying to tell me? You trying to tell me that this breakup and half of this man's money makes her the richest woman in the world? This how much this nigga is worth?
That's how much money you worth.
Dude, he worth so much money that if he split his shit in half, this nigga still one of the richest motherfuckers in the world. If
he splits his money with her right down the middle. And the crazy part is he makes so much money. Like, let's just say they get divorced next year. Mm-hmm. His net worth will be, what they will be splitting will probably be like $20-30 billion more.
More than that. So if he don't do it now, it's gonna grow.
Bro, this dude is making like $1 billion a month.
Easily, bro.
So yeah, she'll easily be the richest woman in the world. And the craziest part about it is, like I said, if they get divorced, because they probably not in a rush. You know, people separate. Well, they can get their divorce tomorrow. Like,
yeah, they can speed that shit along.
They could push the paperwork through. But I think, let me give you my opinion on this though. I understand community property and the way that things are supposed to be divided when a couple gets a divorce. But I don't ever think that when that was invented that they thought about couples with over $100 billion.
Yeah, they didn't think about that. They talked about the common folk.
Yeah. Even when you talk about millionaires, okay, I get that too. But shit, a woman and not saying like, okay, all right, you were there with him. They say, okay, we don't know what she had to endure. She was there for him, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Okay, but the man started this company though. Like, he didn't say, you want to start Amazon? He started Amazon.
Right, true.
I agree that she should get some money, but even with community property, do you think somebody should be given almost $70 billion?
Dude, that's crazy. But I do believe that if she was in there grinding with this nigga, he gotta pay up. Like, you think about all the moves that you make, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you go, I don't care who you get in a conference with or a meeting with. Like, you come right back to your woman and you tell her what the fuck is going on, and you value her opinion. So I'm pretty sure she was probably like, all right, I know you went into that conference room and they said blah, 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 but that ain't smart. Like, you smarter than that.
Yeah.
If you want to continue to do this, blah, 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 what do? Take that knowledge, went back in the conference room and was like, no, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it the way that I said we're going to do it. And then it flourished. Like, her advice probably is a lot. Plus, I don't know if they got kids or whatever.
4 kids.
I can only imagine that she was a big part of the kid's life while he was doing so much of this business. You know what I mean? Like, because I think about, you know, me and my woman now, you know, if we were to split up and I work 2 jobs and she just worked 1. So she's usually at home with the kids in the evening time. Yeah. So we split up. I'm still going to keep working those 2 jobs. So she's probably going to be with the kids a lot more than I would be. And that, you know, and she should get valued or paid for that. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
If she's in there with this motherfucker, now if she just sitting there on the side, like she was just like a surrogate mom, like she's having these babies and just giving them away, then I can understand how he probably like, this motherfucker didn't do nothing the whole 25 years. Like, I've been doing this shit by myself. Yeah. And she just been sitting there eating, you know what I mean?
And the crazy part about it, from what, like, I read a lot of stories on it, and like both sides are like, okay, he's okay with the judgment. He messed up, and you know what I mean? They like handle, what do they call it? Amicably, something like that. I can't even pronounce it, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna delete that. Okay. But they going through it, and they're not. It's like it's not a hostile divorce, breakup, or whatever. So, and like I was actually hearing stories about, because all right, in order for him to give her $67-70 billion, whatever it's gonna be, like he got to sell a lot of shares of his company.
Yeah,
like because people be that rich, that's the estimated value. Like saying, okay, if I liquidate all of this shit, if I get rid of my shares and here, blah blah blah, this is my net worth. So the insiders, from what I read, are saying that she probably don't want him to do that because he's the majority owner of the company. She's thinking about the future and her kids and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Even though, like, that's weird to a person like me. You thinking about his future and the future of your kids, bitch, you about to get $70 billion. Your kids going to be good.
Your kids going to be hella good.
Like, they never have to work in their life if they don't want to.
Right.
But I don't know. I wish it was something that people, like, do you think it should be, like in football, you think it should be a salary cap? Should somebody be able to get that rich? Man. I mean, I understand you worked for it, but like, come on, bro. We got people who don't even have food in this world.
Man, it should definitely be a kickback, a big kickback for every billionaire. Like, it should be a kickback. It should be like millions, you know, because I know their taxes is like none. So I know they not breaking no bread with their taxes. So I mean, like, they should have some type of kickback where, but you know, they usually do. They funnel that money through like the Gates scholarship. They give these kids scholarships. They donate to like organizations, you know, or you know, some people donate to prison reform, you know. Yeah. So it's a lot of shit that they donate for, and you be like, you know, we be thinking like, damn, nigga, give me some of that money. He like, nigga, I've been giving out money all year. I can't keep all this shit.
And that's the crazy part. Okay, I do agree with that. Like, but I just think I mean, it may be because it ain't my money. If I had $137 billion, I'm like, look, nigga, you can't tell me what the fuck I got to do with my money. But that's just an insane amount of money. Like, when I read that story, like it just it made me think like I actually Googled like how much money is actually in circulation in the United States, and it was like $1 trillion or something like that.
Damn.
So I was like, there's over like 250 billionaires. Like, say if just like maybe 10 or even 8 of these motherfuckers now, with him being so rich, it was like, okay, you know what? I want all my money. No bank's like, give me my shit. Like, you walk in the bank and get your check, like, give me my $1,500.
Right.
They couldn't even give it to you. Like, it ain't even that much money printed. Your shit just has to be a number on a screen. You're so rich.
Yep. You can't get that money out of there. The bank ain't holding that shit.
We ain't got it, dog.
We got to see it using 3 other banks.
Man, bro,
that would them out.
Oh my God! One of these days.
But you know about this story, they're not getting a divorce because he sent some goddamn text messages. Like, it got to be something way deeper than that shit, because he's a fucking billionaire. He can snap his fingers, and bitches just come up.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
He living his best life.
Yeah. So you can't tell me you divorce him because you caught him cheating. Like, bitch, you come with the job. Like, I get my other cell phone as soon as I step in the building. Like, this is my bitch's cell phone. I got my bitches on this phone. You got my regular number, okay?
Yeah.
That's my family phone.
Should he be allowed a couple?
He gotta
Should
be.
you get a couple of mistakes? You're a billionaire. Not just, you can't even say just billionaire with him, because it doesn't even describe him. Over $100 billion.
Bruh, if my woman was worth $172 billion, nigga, baby, what? You want these other dicks? Let me go. What size do you want? Let me go and see if we got some niggas back here.
We have an open interview. Y'all come on in.
Nigga, strip, nigga. She said she wanted some different dick. Like, give her the different dick. I'm not fucking 190.
I'll give you that.
We not in love no more, man. Like, love done left the window, out the window when you said 172 billion. Nigga, we not in love no more, nigga. This is lust. Like, lusted after this money.
Y'all just partners at that point. Right. You just like, you know what? We've done everything a person can do in this world.
Yeah.
They vacations got to be stupid. Like 9 months. He owns the company. You can run that motherfucker from anywhere in the world.
Yo, think about this, right? Think about the average nigga, right? And a chick that's not working, right? And they just living together. If he was to leave her right now, since she doesn't have a job, she wouldn't have nothing. You know what I mean? Like, just be dead broke, right? And like girls say that she meet a rapper or something like that.
Yeah. Now
the rapper is taking her around, and the rapper got her all paid up, and now she's like, I don't gotta do shit, but I want to make sure I stay in my main spot.
Yeah.
So I gotta do shit, right? Mm-hmm. But not one of them motherfuckers. They not thinking Genuine ain't out here fucking bitches when he was first started.
Exactly.
LL Cool J. I mean, like these niggas that's out here on tour that's got hella women just thirsting after him. You trying to tell me you thinking you at home and this nigga not out doing? Now imagine the billionaire, man.
Hey, you know what? I get what you're saying too, because I thought that most billionaires, Warren Buffett, he old as fuck. He probably ain't doing no fucking. Bill Gates is like the biggest geek.
Yeah, he probably just sticking to what he know.
I saw an interview with him on Ellen. It was like she was saying jokes, and it was like weird. Like this dude didn't even know. He was like, I'm too smart for that shit.
Right. He too smart to know like what an average toilet paper roll costs.
He had no idea what was funny, bro. Ellen did when he came all right, Bill Gates sitting there. Mm-hmm. And you know how Ellen does these little like videos. She was like, okay, we had Bill come on the set before the audience got here, and this is what he did. They had some lookalike. He came out, he was dancing, doing flips. You knew it wasn't him, but it looked like him. Right. He watched that video, bro. He didn't even crack a smile. And then when she stopped playing the video and she started asking him about it, she's laughing, like trying to get a reaction. This dude was just like, just stone face. I'm like, bro. This nigga's a weirdo. Dude. But Jeff Bezos just seems like he was like, okay, when I get this, he just seems a little more down to earth than the rest of the billionaires.
Yeah, probably.
So that's why you wouldn't put it past him to go out and get some more pussy.
yeah, I would have put it. Nigga, did nobody see Scandal? Like the president was out here sleeping around. That nigga ain't worth nothing.
Yeah, powerful people. I think it's kind of hard to like. Even I don't know about Donald Trump, but I know Barack was getting the toss of his ass all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, he got a beautiful wife, so he didn't take up on it. But
he couldn't unless they had an agreement and an arrangement.
Yeah,
they had an in-house agreement of.
I think Michelle would have killed his.
Right. Michelle, like, look here, I know you in power, and I know you gonna fuck up, but don't bring no babies around. Don't bring none of that STD shit around here.
Exactly,
and don't bring these bitches around my kids. That nigga was like, hey. I ain't gonna never do none of that. I respect you too much.
Exactly.
That same night he was out there fucking. Like that's on the arrangement he could get. Like if that wasn't the arrangement, I don't believe Obama was out here hitting nothing on the low.
Nah, I think he thought he had too much to lose. Well, he does. Yeah. You know what I mean? He got way too much to lose. But for some reason he didn't feel like it. I mean, you still fuck you. Like y'all super powerful. It's like I don't know. Was it the length of time? 25 years? Could you get bored with your partner at that time?
Nigga, you can get bored after a couple of days, nigga. Like,
but we didn't get bored when we ain't got that type of money. You could always do something like.
I don't think at that point it just seems like if you ever meet somebody like that's really successful and really in power, they don't work 9 to 5 or Monday through Friday. They work every fucking day. Every fucking minute because they got these businesses to run, right? So you always doing something, like business wise. You ain't giving me no attention. Like I want to go on dates. I want to go places. I just don't want to show up, do interviews. I don't want to be doing organizational stuff. Like I want us to have some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's why I would have thought that the woman would have cheated faster because he was the one with he's driven to get this company where it is because you don't fucking make.
Right,
$100 billion unless your ass is fucking 100% into it
all damn day.
And then you would think the wife is like, you know what, you're gonna have to choose.
Yeah,
hold on, bitch, I'm over $100 billion. No, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. You got to choose.
Right.
But shit, he was the one out there slanging.
So I mean, like, and that comes with the territory too, man. I be telling women like this, like the traditional relationships, they be on bullshit nowadays, man. Like the traditional relationship. Like the woman staying home, the man going to work, right? Like the traditional shit, right? It ain't there no more. And like it's just so fucking old that now I think people should do other stuff. Like not everybody, but Why not open relationships?
I was just about to say other stuff like what?
Yeah. Like open relationships or the triad shit that they got going on. Or the triad. I think that's what it's called. And that's like where 3 people are all boyfriend and girlfriend. And they all live together. It's a real deep thing, right? Like think about this. Like maybe that's not it neither, but maybe hall passes. Like where you like, okay, I know you're probably going to get tired of this pussy after a couple of months or whatever. And just here's a hall pass. Go fuck with whatever bitches you want for this week, right? And then come back.
After a couple of months, that's some weak ass pussy. God damn, a couple of months.
Think about this. You've been married for 25 years.
Yeah.
Nigga, after a couple of months, you like, all right, time to get her tune up.
Yeah. Okay. And the thing about those type of things, okay, if you get a hall pass, best believe you're gonna have to let her receive one.
Right.
And I'm just one of them people, like, I've talked to people that have actually swung, swingers
shit.
And every time I hear the story about, okay, I love her, this is my wife.
Yep.
I'm like, boy, I couldn't do it. And I've said it about 3 or 4 times on this show. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that a lot of men would agree with me. If this is the woman that you're dealing with, haven't cheated, you really love her. Like, you ain't just in it because she got some money, or you ain't just in it because we paying these bills together. Like, I'm talking about love. You love this chick. I would think you'd be a little bit weird. Like, even if you could fuck, okay. I mean, you take that if it wasn't no backlash, if she didn't want no dick.
Right.
But if you do that and she gonna get some, like, even if you, like, okay, you know she about to do this and she leaves.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody could just be, like camel dick in your bitch.
No, you don't want to turn around and see that. You don't want to turn around and see that.
No, I couldn't even just think about it. Like, even if you say, okay, you know how I deal with it, I'll put it out of my head. She goes out for a night. I don't ask her what happened. Right. Blah, blah, she comes back home. Like, no, I would be thinking when you come back home, you dirty slut. Like, I couldn't do it. There's no way in hell I could offer my woman up for somebody else to beat it, and then, you know, me and you are still together. I just think that's weird. Open relationships, I don't know. Not all women are for it. Like, a lot of women, once you get past that, you know how sometimes women can start out in the beginning. Like, y'all semi-dealing with each other. Y'all getting to know each other. They talk all that freaky shit then.
Don't they, though?
They talk all that, oh, I wouldn't mind a threesome. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just baiting your ass in.
I hate it.
And then as soon as y'all, don't start. As soon as y'all say y'all love each other, that shit out the window.
Oh, that shit is out the window. I remember my woman was like, she was like, yeah, I want to have a threesome and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, you know what? Just choose the girl, right? So we going through her Facebook or whatever, and I was trying to be funny, right? Now I didn't mean this at all. I was trying to be funny. I was just pointing at one of her friends, and then she got so mad, and I'm like, dude, calm down. I'm just playing, but I was like, this is the reason why you're not ready for a threesome. Yeah. Your feelings is too involved. All that shit out the window, man. Yeah. We ain't never had one.
Me and my girl haven't either. We probably won't. She listened to this and her friends listen to this, so I'm not out here like trying to instigate a threesome. That's like out the door. I've hung up my balls. They're in the closet. So I just don't get why. And you know what's the worst thing is asking your woman. That's why I try not to ask my woman certain things that I don't want to know. But back in the day, I made those mistakes. You ever asked a woman has she had a threesome and she said yeah? And then you kind of be like, oh, shit, okay. So maybe in the future I could. Then you might ask her again. Y'all talking and it'll come back up. Like, you don't ask her for it, but like, okay, so how this threesome come about? Yeah. Then it come, when you ask them the second time, they just be waiting on that.
Yep.
They're not going to tell you why they don't do them no more the first time. Right, they want you to know that they've done one because they know that plants the seed in our head.
Right.
Next time you ask them, oh, it was with my ex and it didn't turn out good. This bitch was blah, blah, this. So this nigga left me for blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, nigga, if you thinking about, like, you about to get one, you got me fucked up. It's like, dude, that's why you never ask.
I always hear, like, disaster threesome stories, like, all the time. This one chick was telling me she was having, or her friend or something was having a threesome once. And the dude, you know, he was pouring champagne on everybody. And she was like, it burnt her coochie. And in my mind, I didn't even think about the alcohol being in the champagne. Like, he just pouring the champagne on the bitch's coochie, man. Her shit is like burning, nigga. I'm
trying
like,
to sneaky, turn on the slide to see who burn it.
Right.
And she just admitted it.
Yo, I done heard some freaky shit, man.
You heard some freaky shit? Give us another example.
Nigga, I almost had a threesome. I'm gonna tell you my threesome experience.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna tell you my threesome experience, bro. So me and I think this is like 2008 or 9 or something like that, right? Like I'm like 21 at this point in life, and my homeboy, we was just he had hit me up, out the blue, and he was like, "Come through. I got some bitches." I'm like, nigga, what kind of bitches? He was like, some stripper bitches. I said, nigga, say less. Don't say no more. I'm there.
Say less.
So I shoot over there, right? And sure enough, he got some stripper bitches, right? So they stripping and shit. Like, he getting high. I didn't really drink at the time. So I'm drinking, you know what I mean? Because I'm kind of
Why not?
Right, I'm kind of nervous, you know what I mean? So I'm drinking and shit. And then next thing I know, they both split up. And then boom, she just giving me some head, right? And then while she's doing that, the other chick is over there doing my homeboy the same way, right? Mm-hmm. So then she gets up and she's dancing or whatever. So she takes off her top. And I was like, oh, this is fucked up. Like, her shit, you could tell she had hella kids. Her shit was squished up, man. I was like,
had a pin cushion stomach.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. And I was like, right? But she was hella drunk, you know what I mean? She kept going like, like she was about to throw up, like, right? So I'm already, right. So I'm already going down now. At this point, I'm like, I can't even stay up because this shit is hella awkward, right?
Yeah.
So then what really fucked it up was she comes up, right, doing all this shit, right? Then she looks up and this bitch runs up the steps to go throw up in the toilet stool. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What these bitches on, right?
Yeah.
And next thing I know, she come downstairs and she, she done rinsed her mouth down and she's still trying to do whatever. And I was just like, nah, I'm cool. Like,
because it's weird now.
So then she goes over and she just joins over with the other girl with my homeboy. And I was just like, I looked disappointed because I wanted all this to work out. This shit was mad sloppy, bro.
Mad sloppy. It sounds like it.
Sloppy, bro. I just left, man. And I was already dating this one chick. I just went back to her house and shit, and we fucked that night. And I was just fine.
Yeah. When it doesn't happen, he was like, okay, that's cool. But dude, did you ask him? He was like, how was she? Oh, bro, when you left, she threw up. She was good.
Yeah. He was like, oh, you punked out.
Like, bro, I don't even. You didn't even have no mouthwash in there, B.
Right, bro. I was like, bro, like, she threw up, nigga. Like, he was like, bro, she was good after that. I don't know. She didn't. They said she ain't had no mouthwash.
Dude, I don't. You know what? All of my stories have to be tame now. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Man, I feel changed. Like, I like the fact that you so free and tell everything. Like, without those stories, I live through your stories now.
I try to be transparent, man, because that shit is like real stuff that happened in your life. I think that's the funniest shit you can ever talk about.
It is, but I can't talk about it now because, God damn it.
Yeah, you ain't discussed those things with your woman yet.
Yeah.
That's the problem, man. You got to be upfront. You got to tell her about your whole past so she can accept you for the hoe that you are, right?
Man, see, that's the thing about it. Like, I don't want to be labeled as an old hoe, but like, you an old asshole now.
You are an old hoe, bro. Don't try to run from the fact.
I got to, because you know how. Well, shit, I'm about to tell. All right, I ain't gonna tell on myself. I'm gonna go to something else.
You learning. I'm proud of you.
I'm gonna go to something else. All right, this is a weird story happened about, and the only reason it's weird is because it happened a few months ago. You remember the situation where Cat Williams was on the interview with Wanda Smith.
Mm-hmm.
She got fired for that last week. Like, they finally terminated her, and their reason for it was she mishandled the interview.
Mm-hmm.
And the other reason was because her husband basically pulled a gun out on the nigga.
Right.
So they got rid of her. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, how come you didn't do it immediately? Like, why did you wait so long?
Right.
And mishandled it. Like, I think he roasted the fuck out of her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that she was sorry. I'm sure that she was sorry. Why did you think, like, would you have fired her for it?
No, I wouldn't have fired her for that shit, man. That's some. It was an interview that went wrong, and then that shit, escalated, outside of work or whatever. But that shit, it ain't been nothing big. I mean, it ain't been no problem since then. So why? I don't know why fire her. But niggas got clout out here. So if they say she's gone, bro, and that's just what it is.
I wonder if it was something Cat Williams did.
Had to be, bro.
Or said. Because they do, like, okay, if Cat Williams were to come to that city, which I guess in Atlanta he's always around.
Uh-huh.
So maybe that was it. But I was just thinking, like, damn, yes, the interview went terribly wrong. Yes, she chose the wrong dude to fuck with. And as far as, like, her jokes, they were dry as fuck. I've never listened to, because the show is Wanda and Frank. Mm-hmm. Frank Ski is a popular radio host. Mm-hmm. And she actually blamed him
because he didn't protect her, or he didn't stand in between. He
was laughing.
Right, that nigga didn't get fired.
I mean, but why would you? Because as a matter of fact, if you watch the video, he did kind of come back in and was like, "Okay, y'all gonna catch him." He tried to go in, but she didn't stop when Cat Williams was going. Like, she had a lot of time. If I'm getting roasted, if somebody comes over on this show and gets the best of me, I'm gonna back down. I mean, as far as roasting my ass, you know what I mean? And he's a professional and I'm not. Like, if I know I'm out of my league, like, it's like, okay, maybe I made the wrong decision. I'm gonna have some kind of segue and we're gonna go somewhere else. But she ended up losing her job over it. And I think I thought she was kind of cool, but I do think that was one fucked up night.
She'll pick up another one.
I don't know if she's gonna be on the radio no more.
She's gonna be on her podcast talking shit. Like, I ain't on WGN no more. Fuck them. I got my own shit. $4 for everybody. $4 per subscriber.
Yeah, I really think she's going to a podcast now. And all right, we've all been on the R. Kelly shit. Now I hear that R. Kelly was hospitalized a few times before and after the show, that he was having panic attacks. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody knows I don't feel sorry for R. Kelly what's going on. We all knew, but panic attacks, like, what were you like panicking about? You knew all this shit. You did it. You think he was just nervous because you think the police is coming, or these actual attacks? Like, are you trying to get the public to feel sorry for you? It's like,
I don't even know why that would be a good tactic. Like, I don't know. Like, it seems like that's a stupid ass way of trying to get the world's attention by trying to fake panic attacks. But I do think these are real panic attacks, and he can't really control them because all this shit that is going on got him. He may be doing crack too at the same time. This nigga, he know he fucked up. He know this shit is about to get real. Like, and it's really hitting him, you know what I mean? Like, it hit OJ, and this nigga OJ was like, nigga, I gotta take this Bronco. Just hitting that nigga R. Kelly just like that. Mm-hmm. But he ain't got nowhere to go. Like, he ain't got nowhere to go, and this nigga fucked up. And what's funny about the R. Kelly situation was, like, 10 years ago, the Boondocks was talking so much shit. Dave Chappelle was talking so much shit about it. And you trying to tell me, like, now everybody just realized that this nigga been doing this fucked up shit for a long time?
Yeah.
Nah, man, this nigga been this nigga, that shit didn't just start. Like, he's been doing this shit for a long fucking time, and people knew. They said they even sent out and they put an investigation on the old former manager. Oh, you didn't watch the TV show?
No.
So they the one that forged Leah's name onto the marriage license, like, he was his manager, but then he fired him or whatever, and now he's the former manager, and he was telling his story about what was going on, and it was seeming like he was kind of like condoning it. You know what I mean? Like, he was not, like, he knew, like, he was fucking these underage girls, but he didn't say nothing. So now they got
just as guilty,
right? That's why they got an investigation on him. They said, I don't know if these news outlets are right. They said that they doing an investigation on the R. Kelly shit now too. And
yeah, I've heard that in a couple of states.
Okay, so that's true. Okay, so yeah, I think he had that panic attack for real. Because whatever that former manager say, it's gonna open up a lot of doors.
Yeah, and they probably gonna nail. You know how when they pick up a drug dealer, like, okay, you got to tell on the big fish. R. Kelly's the big fish.
Yep.
And if they can get him to tell certain things that happen or corroborate stories with victims, he gonna get, like, he might not get any time. If you can get us R. Kelly, give us what we need, like, you ain't gotta worry about jail.
Yeah.
R. Kelly might need to talk to this nigga because dude is gonna rat you out. They probably got him in witness protection right now.
This nigga need the Lions, like, right now. He need the whole empire right now, nigga. Like, the Lions will take care of the former manager, bro.
That's the only way it's gonna go down. And crazy things I saw too, as I said, I didn't see it, but I heard that, like, Aaliyah's mom or something like that was saying that nothing was happening or something like that. Did you see that part?
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
So that was so dumb to me because what she was saying was the girl, the backup singer chick, I forgot her name, but she's the one that had the braids at first, and then it changed over to like a flip wig or something. I don't know or ponytail wig. She was saying, like, when they will be on the road, they will sneak Aaliyah out and go shopping or go places or whatever, and then they bring it back into the hotel, right? And then the girl also said that she had went into the room one time and seen them fucking, right? And she didn't say nothing. She closed the door, right? So then the mom gets on there on Twitter or something, was like, who are you? Like, I've never even seen you before for you to even know who my daughter, like, you wasn't around my daughter. I never left my daughter unattended. So we were always there at the concerts and the practices and all this other shit. And I'm thinking, like, if she's lying, right? If the girl is lying, cool. But you can't tell me that you are there all the time, but you
exactly,
and then they get married under your supervision. Like, that don't even make any fucking sense at all. Like, and then it takes 2 months to get it annulled. Like, come on now. Like,
if you were there every day, you should have been there for the wedding.
Yeah,
where were you when they were getting married?
Right. Where would you? Because at some point they were getting intimate and more intimate to where they was like, fuck, we got to get married now. Like, you know how much intimacy you got to get there where you like, I need to marry a 15 fucking year old.
A lot of intimacy.
Like, it gotta be a lot.
Some weird. It was like a shitload of intimacy.
Like, I'm just gonna skip around these other chicks that got the fattest ass and the bigger booties or whatever and the big titties, and I'm just gonna settle on your skinny ass.
You mind? Let's go to the.
They can't probably even suck any dick right now. You don't even know what you're doing yet.
Ooh, yeah.
So now you want? I mean, like, I'm gonna marry you. Like, how intimate did they have to be for this nigga was like, yeah, that 15-year-old right there.
And that's how you knew, though. That's how you knew. Like, a lot of people, I think even Bianca brought it up. When you are a pedophile and you're dealing with a child, her body was like childlike.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, to a grown man, R. Kelly was probably 40 then.
Right.
I mean, this dude is over 50 years old, at least 35, something like that when she was 15.
Right.
And then, okay, some other things that I was thinking, okay, if the mama's around and you know all this stuff, R. Kelly wasn't the only person that I saw her in pictures with. Like, she looked faded in most of those pictures too. Like, she was either drunk or high or just tired. I don't want to put nothing on her, but I've seen her in pictures with Dame Dash.
Yep.
Seen her in pictures with Jay-Z.
Yep, I seen her with them.
So why would your 15-year-old daughter be like? And there was nothing sexually explicit about the pictures I saw, but
they looked.
They were all subject. Yes, man, really suggestive.
Because when she passed away, she was like 18, 19.
I don't think she was that old.
I think she was really young when she passed away. You know what? And I understand we don't understand the industry. You know, we don't understand. We don't understand Hollywood. We don't understand that shit because it is a whole bunch of shit that be going in there that people think is the norm. You know, the celebrities think is the norm, and we don't think it's the norm. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers been fucking with young age girls, underage girls for a long ass time, and people there don't see no problem with it. Just like they didn't see no problem with the molestation of women. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like they didn't see no problem with it. So I just don't be understanding like you come from where we come from, and then you allow some shit like that to happen to your daughter. Like you, if anything, you should be extra overprotective of your kid. like she's underage. Like she can't even make the decisions by herself, like at all.
Yeah, and you like basically throwing it to the wolves. Like you said, this is Hollywood. She's around all these adults. Like there are no other people that were teenagers around. Not what I saw.
Right.
And you're supposed to protect them, even though, like you just said, we don't understand it. She probably didn't understand either. But that's why if you say that you were around all the time, like people will think like, okay, we don't believe you because you should have been learning as she was learning. Because Aaliyah was learning some shit
too fast,
way too fast, and you had nobody there to say, okay, look, this ain't right. And you shouldn't have been telling Aaliyah. She should have been in the room with these grown ass people. Like you, I think that's when, as a parent, you should make the decision like, okay, you know what? I want you to have a second career too, but we're going to have to pull you out of this. You know what I mean? This shit is way too adult for you.
She was making too many decisions on her own, bro. Like, and I can understand the magnitude how she just broke out, hella fast. And like that shit probably took the parents by storm and they didn't know what the fuck, which way to move. So I understand it from a parent aspect. You trust this person because R. Kelly was putting her on, bro. So then you trust this person, R. Kelly, to keep putting her on.
Putting her on.
Yeah. He was putting her on, bro. And you trust him and you like, all right, this nigga been doing right by my daughter from the get-go. So I trust him like he's my family. You know what I mean? And then that nigga just fuck you over with that marriage and shit. And that's what, and then I was talking to a friend of mine. I was telling her, like, because we were talking about this. And then she was just like, what about the parents? Like, the parents just wasn't there? Like, why would they allow this? And I'm thinking, like, think about where the fuck we come from. Like, we come from the hood. We come from the poorest parts. So, you know what I mean? So, when you tell me the parents not even active in the fucking schools. The parents is not going to the PTA meetings.
Yeah.
They don't know their kids' grades. Like, they trying to make it just like everybody else trying to make it. So, their kids is probably the last thing on their mind. So, when you tell me, like, if you from the hood, you ain't, and they like 15, 16.
Yeah.
They like, hey mom, I'm going to go spend the night over, over Kathy's house again. I don't know if any kids named Kathy anymore, but
old name,
right? I don't know. I'm going over Kathy in them house tonight. I'm spending the night over there. Her mom gonna be like, all right, cool. She don't fucking know that her kid is spending the night with R. Kelly tonight, and this nigga just got her hostage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she ain't tripping about it neither. Did she call her? She's like, hey, are you still over at Kathy's house? Yep. All right, talk to you later.
Yeah, and R. Kelly in the background.
R. Kelly in the background.
I just saw, this was like a couple days ago. Like, they really on R. Kelly's ass now. The police went to Trump Tower because it was suspicion of R. Kelly having some girl hostage there. I guess he had a room somewhere. I don't know where the hell, because there's a lot of Trump Towers. I've seen one in fucking Hawaii. Like, that motherfucker got them all over the place. So I don't know if that was in New York, but the police were called, and they came. I guess they found out that she wasn't held hostage. Checked her ID. They had to do that, I guess. But I just don't get. All right, 2 or 3 days ago, R. Kelly had a birthday party too.
This nigga had a nerve to have a birthday party?
I saw headlines everywhere, news links everywhere. I tracked down the source of it. He had a birthday party. It was in Chicago, packed house, females everywhere,
bitches.
Yeah, and it was like he was up there singing the songs, and you could see these girls. I'm not gonna say they look young. I guess like right now, that's the last thing he would do is let any underage girls in there. But the girls were like, they weren't R. Kelly's age, definitely.
Right.
They looking at their phones, recording them, singing every song, and then like you already know how the media is. The racy parts of the lyrics, they show them singing those, and the girls is just like all into it. It's like just out here like think it's normal.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing about it. Because he probably got people. He got, like you were talking about, power. When you got power, everybody got to bow down to you when they around you. So ain't nobody trying to knock off the power. The person with the power. Because then you knock out everything. So this nigga don't got nobody in his ear really telling him that he's a fucked up person. He got too much power. Get rid of your ass. And then like what he's doing is, of course, it's because of his childhood and upbringing of, being molested or whatever, right? So I understand that, but now you got the money to go get some help and seek that shit. But mentally you thinking like, well, shit, that happened to me when I was young and I liked the shit. So these shits gotta like the same thing I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was.
And that's the fucked up pattern of people that's been abused. Like, I didn't hear about that. Like, was that in the show too? Like, he was abused when he was young?
Yep.
I had no idea about that, but I did hear this female. They had her on the Breakfast Club. She did a phone interview, and she said that she was 17. I think it was. She was 17, and she was engaging in threesomes with R. Kelly with a 15-year-old.
I heard about that one.
And she said that she kind of said, she told R. Kelly that I don't want to do that once I found out, because he told her that she was 16. I guess that was the legal age.
Yeah.
So that's what she was told.
Mm-hmm.
She said the only reason she kept doing it, besides sometimes being forced, she said she wanted to help R. Kelly. And I'm like, I wonder, did a lot of those victims who knew that were a little bit older and engaging in, like, because sometimes I was hearing, well, I heard it on that interview, that he would deal with a girl that's, of age, maybe 18, 19. Then you sliding a 15-year-old in there.
Yep.
Like, what are you saying to her to feel like she needs to help you, and how are you helping her by engaging in threesomes with a? It's just so, man. The psychological factor of this is just fucked up. That's why I think the dude need to be in jail. It might be coming though.
Yeah, I think like, we can't give R. Kelly no more goddamn passes. Like, this is it, bro. Like, you shouldn't even be getting the passes you was already getting. Like, to tell you the truth,
you got to pass it for a long time,
right? And then now you listen to the songs and you're just like, this motherfucker just gonna. Now we got to throw years and years down the fucking drain because you couldn't understand that you can't be fucking little kids.
And the bad part about it is, I've heard so many people like that are torn, like, who don't condone pedophilia,
right,
which they shouldn't.
Right.
Now you're saying, okay, well, can we separate Robert Kelly from R. Kelly? Is that possible? Can you do that?
Nah, you can't do that.
Nah, you can't do it.
Nah, because think about it. Let's be like legit real about the situation, right? Say that I don't even want to say you. Say that we.
You about to say Ron? No, don't say Ron.
So say that Andre, right? Andre is that nigga, right? And he's on an up and coming artist, right? And everybody's bumping Andre, right? So I'm bumping Andre in my car and shit. My daughter listens to Andre. She's like 14 or whatever, right? Andre is like 27 or some shit. Andre is the next star, right? And then I find out that Andre fucked my 14-year-old daughter, right? Now Andre is no longer appealing to me. I don't want to listen to this nigga's music. I don't want to talk to this nigga. I don't want to promote this nigga no more. Like, you fucked my 14-year-old daughter and you 27. We got beef, bro. But what people don't understand, they don't put themselves in those people's shoes. They still thinking like, well, shit, R. Kelly ain't fucked my daughter, so shit, we cool.
So my mind's still telling me no.
Yeah. Like, nah, think about everybody else. Like, if that was your daughter, you'd be like, fuck that nigga. And you want everybody to be like, fuck that nigga. Like, period. So that's why I put myself in those shoes. I don't know about that Michael Jackson shit, but let me find out. Gotta cut that nigga off too, man.
I was just about to say that. I saw not really, you know how those TMZ photographers, paparazzi, whatever, be catching them at the airport, catching different celebrities.
Yeah.
Or they called Neo.
Damn.
They talk to him about
talking about Neo?
Yeah, they catch him doing that. They ran up on him, asking some questions. and they were talking to him.
Hold on. Neo, we need your expertise, man. Like, we know you just got off a spirit, but we need your expertise.
Hey, they should have talked to Ja Rule. Ja Rule got all the answers. I need to feel how Ja Rule feels about this shit. All right, but they called Neo at the airport. They were talking to him about the R. Kelly shit and the mute R. Kelly movement. It was like, he says he feels R. Kelly should definitely be muted. We've known about this shit for 20 years. So then the photographer was like, paparazzi, whatever you want to call it. What about Michael Jackson? And he was like, okay, well, a lot of the people after Michael Jackson died came forth and said it didn't happen. He said, we have no real evidence. He wasn't convicted of anything and blah, blah, blah. But this is the crazy part. I'm glad you brought that up. There's sexual abuse documentary coming out of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I seen that.
Called Leaving Neverland. And they're going to premiere it at the Sundance Film Festival.
Okay.
Now, Michael Jackson been dead for 10 years.
Yep.
So the only thing I be thinking about, and people kind of think that people are condoning the pedophilia when they say, okay, where are these other people's documentaries and shit? But okay, why Michael Jackson and why now and why at the Sundance Film Festival? It's like that's not usually the place for that. to expose them. I mean, I didn't think it was. You know what I mean?
Nigga, they go to any movie review place, man. They going to go get that shit viewed, man, and that shit probably gonna be good, and it's gonna make you question.
It's probably gonna be good.
Yeah, but you don't know. Like I
don't want to watch it. Do you want to watch that though? Mike?
I'm gonna watch it though. I don't want to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it because at the end of the day, Billie Jean ain't my lover any fucking way. Like, let's be real, bro.
All right.
And I may always remember the time.
Some kind of way they gonna make it seem like it was really a chick named Billie Jean,
right?
That was underage, and he was saying that she wasn't my lover in that song.
But we gotta admit, Michael Jackson was weird as fuck. Like
Michael Jackson was weird as fuck.
All the Jacksons was weird.
All of them.
Like, come on.
Not like Mike though.
Yeah, not like Mike.
Mike was a weird boy.
Like, come on, he had a whole zoo. And we just gonna blame it on he had a hard upbringing. He didn't get to have a childhood. Like, you trying to tell me that? Nah, this nigga was climbing on trees at 50, bro. Like, you can't. At 50
years old.
Come on, man. Your childhood's over, man. You got to move on, bro.
And you know what? I agree with you on that too. Michael Jackson too seems like. I mean, even the way he died was behind me having what I want. Even a doctor wouldn't tell you that, nigga, I'm not giving you this. I can't give you this.
Power, bro.
No, you're going to give it to me. You're going to give it to me right now, and he end up dying from it.
Yeah.
It would be fucked up. And like I said, and the reason I'm saying this, I don't know of any evidence. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think he got convicted of anything ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like 10 years later, like what? Like, why now bring that up? And are there new people? Because there were loads and loads from fucking Macaulay Culkin. There's a dude in the NBA Michael Jackson used to. Like, Michael Jackson, like a lot of kids hung out with Michael Jackson.
Oh, no shit.
There's a lot of people that are celebrities now. Macaulay Culkin was when he was younger. That's the most famous one I know.
I know he ain't no kid, but I know Eddie Murphy was hanging out with him tough.
Yeah.
And Chris Tucker was hanging out with him tough.
Yeah, Chris Tucker was in there cool with him.
Yeah, Chris Tucker's like, nigga, I just talked to Mike. Mike is doing okay.
Yeah, him and Mike was hella close. That's why I was like, dude, I don't think, man, like, all right, for one, Chris Tucker, I ain't gonna say because he was hood. He seemed like a real dude. I don't think he would have been hanging around.
Yeah, I don't think
no bullshit like that. Like the R. Kelly people, all them niggas was sick.
Oh. Nigga, them niggas is shady as fuck.
But Michael Jackson seemed like a loner. Like, you don't really see too many people that were into his circle. Like, people say, I saw him, I said something to him. You don't hear them motherfuckers say I was hanging out in Michael Jackson's house.
Nah.
Besides maybe Eddie Murphy and Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that they would hold that shit in. He been dead 10 years. We'd have heard something.
Yeah. I think I know a lot of the shit that they was talking about when he was alive. I don't know the ins and outs because I wasn't paying good attention, but I know he never got convicted of shit. And I know, like, a couple of people had said, like, the mom had put the kid up to it or whatever, and the lawsuits was dropped.
Yeah.
But I know he paid off some people, too. Now, I don't know if that shit was in open court or behind closed doors, but that nigga paid off some people because it ain't hard to get a child abuse charge or a sexual child abuse charge.
Exactly. All you got to do is have them in the vicinity.
Yeah, if you taking a shower with this nigga, child abuse charge, nigga.
Now that's definitely child abuse.
Right. If y'all sleeping together and you naked, or I don't know if it ain't, y'all supposed to be sleeping together without the mom's consent.
Yeah.
It's time for you to go, buddy.
And when you just said that too, I've heard a lot of stories about people saying they slept in the bed with Michael Jackson. Yeah. They're kind of saying, but he never touched me, he wasn't naked or anything like that. That's weird as fuck too.
That's weird as
fuck. But we all knew this dude was fucking weird even as a kid because of his upbringing. Joe with his, you know what I'm saying, with his ass whooping style.
This nigga's
You know what I mean? He went through a lot. You know he had a style, bro. Joe is in the ass whooping Hall of Fame. So I think that's why we excused Michael. We was looking at him because even like our parents, like they grew up looking at him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this dude was the toast of the town at 6. Like he was forced into that shit.
Right.
And fuck, man.
He's just so weird. He was so weird, man. Like you just knew damn well them wasn't his goddamn kids, and he was just gonna flaunt them kids in front of our face,
like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing. Nigga gonna name the kid Blanket? Like what the fuck is Mike? You like Cat Williams said, nigga, you's a nigga, man. We know you a nigga. You can't You gotta have nigga babies, man.
Michael stole them damn babies.
Stole them babies, man.
What was the lady's name? Debbie Rowe or Deborah or something? I think it was Debbie.
I think one of the kids' name is Paris or something like that.
Yeah, the girl.
Yeah.
She's a teenager and she's wild. Like
Yeah.
she's like a wild child now.
Yeah.
You always I see her like TMZ will catch her and shit. She be running sometimes and she just. It might not have been her real daddy, but he passed on some traits. Yeah, she got them nigga tendencies, bro. Man, before I close on this, we ain't gonna spend the whole damn show on pedophilia, but I don't think I want to see it. Like any new evidence I would have thought would have been out.
Yeah.
And now 10 years later, we got something else. It was like, it was for a minute, it was always a Michael Jackson story. It was always a Michael Jackson accused of popping up. We were hearing stories about payoffs, and some people were like, okay, people do this so they won't have to go through further litigation. It could hurt your image if you don't get these people out of the way. But it was like they just kept coming. And then when you do that, though, a lot of people, other people were like, shit, he gave them $10 million. Shit, man, we get $10 million.
Yeah.
So I think that's how we excuse that. But the part about R. Kelly and we just now mad at him when we all fucking knew he peed on a fucking underage girl and it was proved. Even in the courtroom though, like how the fuck could you go to court? They see that and they like not guilty. Nigga. Like how the fuck does that happen?
I think he settled out of court on that one. I know he settled.
I remember seeing him come out of courtrooms and shit though.
But he was getting out of courtrooms, but it wasn't a trial, a criminal trial. It was a civil.
Civil suit against him.
Yeah. So when they did that shit, he just settled out instead of having to pay potentially what he would have paid or whatever. And when you settle out of court, in the public's mind, we kind of like thinking like, this nigga didn't admit it, and they didn't charge this nigga, so we still good.
Yeah. And you know what? With OJ, we did the same thing.
We did the same thing with OJ. In OJ civil trial, he actually he had to pay his ex-wife and kids or whatever a certain amount of money, and this nigga, this nigga was guilty in the civil trial.
He was guilty as fuck. Yeah, he should have been guilty in the criminal trial.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about black people. The only thing we want, if we don't get that conviction, then we still riding with you.
Oh yeah, we need that. We need that conviction.
Everybody in the world knew that OJ killed them people. Well, I think he did.
Nigga, ain't no way he killed those people.
Dude,
stupid, man.
We were all like, when we watched the verdict, niggas was celebrating like the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Like it was the first time in 60 years you seen them hoist a motherfucking trophy up.
What year was this? 94 or this 19?
Oh my
what year
God.
was the OJ trial? I watched that documentary too, and I still don't know the year of the OJ trial, man. OJ Simpson trial. Oh, there you go. What year was this? 1994. That's when it was.
God damn, 26.
Yep. Or he got
19,
convicted.
No, that's 25 years ago.
Yeah, he got convicted in 1995, though. Oh, not convicted, but settled out of court in 1995. But damn, bro, trying to tell me in the 90s, bro. That nigga was convicted like a bitch.
The only thing saved OJ is that he has so much whiteness in him.
Yeah.
And like I said, we talk a lot about white people on here. Mm-hmm. White people, I still love y'all. Please don't think I'm a racist, but like OJ Simpson was so accepted by white people. It was like he was a hero to them. Mm-hmm. Like if he had Samuel Jackson could have got away with that shit. Mm-hmm. Nah. They love Samuel Jackson, but he's still like, that's that black dude though. He cuss a lot. He a little more abrasive.
He wouldn't have got away with that shit. Samuel Jackson would have went down just as black as motherfuckers, man. His skin too fucking dark, man.
Exactly.
But I'm trying to figure out who else is motherfucking what's that comedian name? He just came out with a special on like Comedy Central or something like that.
A black comedian?
Yeah, black comedian. He got a short name too.
It's like, it ain't Michael Chi,
Michael Chi.
I like that dude.
That nigga gonna get a pass. Jordan Peele, Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Them niggas get a pass too.
Jordan Peele, yeah, he out of there.
They just too white. You know what I mean? Like these are.
Dave Chappelle would have went down.
Dave Chappelle would have went down. They would have hated to take him down. You were like, but Dave, you canceled that goddamn show.
I was just about to say, you kept doing your goddamn show, nigga. We might have, know. But
I should have just kept on dancing.
Took your dumb ass to Africa. You know we don't fuck around with niggas that go home and see what it's like over there.
It's a done deal, bro. You're like getting rid of this one, man.
You know what? You're exactly right.
For OJ, he had just enough. They still love that nigga. He didn't do no wrong the whole time. But break tackles. He didn't do no wrong. And then this white bitch that we don't even know came out of the blue and fucked us up.
Yeah.
She had to go. You know?
Yeah, and the overkill, I mean, that was the thing about it. I mean, no, just him killing Nicole Brown wouldn't have just been like it wouldn't have, none of this shit would have been okay, but then you took somebody else too.
Yeah.
And shit, 20 years later, I'm still talking about it. I know you did it, OJ. I know you did it.
Right.
All right, I got to bring this up. Me and Bianca talked about this a long time ago. I know you remember. I think every man remembers, especially you got social media.
Okay.
Teairra.
Okay. Remember that.
You remember the little, it really wasn't a sex tape. It was just like you know how you search it through the porn categories and you look up facials?
Right. It was like a cool little clip.
Yeah, it was a cool little clip. Right. Something about Teairra in that position was like a real turn on. It was on like because Teairra is cute as hell. Then all of a sudden,
I don't think so.
I like Teairra.
I think she used to be cute, but she not cute no more.
Well, she was cute in that clip. She was still a little bit cute in that. So for those of y'all who don't know, Teairra had a sex tape with her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. I've tried to say this name on air before. Akbar Abdul Ahid.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
I got through it. He released the tape. It was like revenge porn. I guess she didn't want to deal with him anymore or whatever the fuck was going on in their life after the facial. He somehow was pissed at her and he released the tape.
Right.
I don't know if he sent it directly to 50 Cent. You know how people on the internet, like you see me when I used to just grab videos. I see something popping, I grab that motherfucker, put it on my page, get some hits.
Right.
So 50 Cent shared it with his 18 million Instagram followers. Mm-hmm. So she sued 50 Cent. Like, I don't know what she did with her boyfriend. I never heard that she tried to take him to court, but that's the motherfucker you should be trying to take to court. Right. 50 Cent just saw it.
Right.
But to add insult to injury, the judge ruled that she shouldn't have been suing him. He ruled that she had to pay 50 Cent $30,000 for that.
Yep.
And I ain't gonna say that's what you get, but I mean, all right, first of all, let me say this. The women I've dealt with, like, they not that freaky. As far as like a man, even their boyfriend having some sensitive materials involving them. Mm-hmm. Because you never know what could happen. Mm-hmm. Like that type of shit, like come on, it's Teairra with a boatload of jizz on her face.
You trying to get the white side out so bad.
I didn't want to say nut. That sounds a little brutal.
This nigga want to be chosen so bad.
She had the jizz, bro.
That nigga watch too much porn.
Yeah.
That nigga like jizz.com.
No, I haven't.
Jizz.
I ain't been on jizz
compilation.
Hey, you know what? Facial compilations, I do check them out every once in a while. I won't lie. It's just something weird about a motherfucking chick just like, yeah, shoot it. Shoot that. Shoot the J. Motherfuckers be begging for it and sometimes they'll be ready for that shit. All right, anyway, how you feel about that though? As far as like, okay, her having an old 50 Cent, you think? Well, I think we both probably agree she should have been suing that nigga anyway.
Yeah.
But as far as the revenge porn thing, because that's like really a big thing. If they made a law about it, then that means that shit had been done
right too many damn times.
Way too many times. You ever done that? You ever put out a little revenge porn or
no? I don't want them looking at me. The internet is brutal, nigga. They be like, oh, you putting her on here. She got nice little ass. Look at your little small strokes. If you were stroking it a little bit better, maybe she wouldn't have been cheating on you. Maybe you wouldn't have to release this bullshit.
Hey,
I'm cool, cuz.
I gotta say this because you brought it up. Hey, this is a mutual friend of ours on Facebook. Boogie Williams.
Boogie?
He made this post.
Okay.
I didn't get on it because he's my boy. You know how sometimes people make a post and be like, "It's always a nigga on here trying to discredit my post."
Right.
So he was like, when Who do you say when your girl grabs your balls while you hit it from the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking though, like sometimes that shit don't be right. Sometimes that shit don't be right because the chick can grab them motherfuckers.
They do. They don't know how to caress them motherfuckers, man.
They really don't. These motherfuckers will reach back and grab your shit, but you gotta. I mean, if you're in the process of stroking, like you gotta let them go. You gotta.
You can't hold them.
You can't hold them.
You gotta find them bitches. Find them bitches just right. Follow the stroke, bitch. Follow
when you
the
can't see, you know what? That's what I'm saying. You gotta get the stroke down. If a motherfucker is in and you grab him,
yeah,
he coming right back out. So you can't just stronghold the motherfucker. You trying to rip them off.
They gotta come back with the penis. Okay, come back together.
Yeah, like. Dude, I think, you know what, my porn knowledge is way too far. It's way too vast.
Yes.
I see these people on there, and I don't know what the fuck kind of drugs they on, but you'll see a girl, like, messing with their shit, and a bitch will just have his shit, like, pull one of them and be all the way across the room.
Don't even tell me that. I hate them. I accidentally click on them bitches. This bitch is putting her heel in this nigga's balls. Oh, Lord. I can't turn it off now. I gotta see what happens. Is she gonna bust the balls? I can't take it.
And I think women watch too much porn too because they think that we are all built like that. I'm not built like that.
I'm not at all.
I got a 1-inch clearance. Don't take my ball nowhere. If it's 1 inch, don't move it more than 1 inch to the left, to the right, to the front, or the back. If you do, I might start swinging.
Yo, back to the Teairra Marie. Yo, I wanted to say this.
Taking niggas' balls too far.
So, we need some balls too goddamn much, man. We don't gotta be on the here neither. We just having a ball of a time, ain't we? We gotta calm down on this ball conversation.
And we gotta get her opinion on it when she gets back.
So, to me, Teairra Marie was trying to sue 50 Cent, but the $30,000 that she got to pay is because she has to pay for his legal fees, his attorneys and shit. So it ain't going directly to him, but he owes his attorneys like $60,000. So she got to pay like half or like almost over half of that. Okay. So he still come out losing a little bit of money, you know, fighting the case or whatever. But I think personally, I was thinking like I understand what she meant, but she didn't understand how the internet worked. So, like you said, like that shit came out. You take it from one page to another page to another page. 50 Cent seen it on another page, pulled the shit off the other page, put it on his page. So it was just like a domino effect. Like everybody was doing the shit, and just because 50 Cent had the most followers and he was the most rich, you felt like he was the main one that pushed it, right? If that's the case, you gotta sue every fucking body on the list. You know what I mean? And that's where she lost at because she didn't know her shit. She was thinking like it got directly mailed to 50 Cent, and 50 Cent was the first person to post it on some revenge shit. But
yeah, because that morning when I woke up, I saw this shit like 3 times.
Yep.
Like it was all over the place. I'm like, whoa! I wake up to a bitch with some jizz on her. Like, what the fuck is going on this morning?
You like free jizz? Free jizz? You trying to say I gotta pay shit?
I didn't have to search for this shit. Like this is in my news feed.
Nigga, I gotta save this shit.
And you know what? I hate that I didn't. I hate that I didn't because you will never find it again. Somebody took that shit down.
You gotta search that shit on what's the Reddit, nigga? You gotta get on Reddit and search that shit.
You know what? I might have to go on Reddit and see what the hell's going on with that shit.
Reddit is the truth, man. Like Reddit is the goddamn truth. If you search Reddit for like any live video that's going on, like say that the game is on right now, you can search Reddit, you know, like Chiefs game or whatever, and that shit, everybody will have like a link that you can press on to watch it live. You know what I mean? That shit's dope because you can't Google that shit.
Man, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna start fucking with Reddit. I'm gonna check that out.
Dope.
One of my homeboys last week, I used to always hear about Pinterest. Like even when you about to share something, it was like all these sites come up and like share it on Pinterest. And I'm like, that sounds weird. I never knew nobody talked about it. My boy told me about all this shit. Because this dude is like Mr. Do-It-Yourself. He put in a sprinkler system in his backyard. I'm like, bro, how you put that in? He was like, bro, Pinterest teach me how to do everything. I cook for my kids on this shit. Like I do everything. I'm like, bro, I got to check that out.
Pinterest is dope. Pinterest is dope, but you gotta know what you're looking for in that motherfucker because it's gonna be so much shit. I remember when we was doing the baby shower, trying to find baby shower games. It was like a million baby shower things. I was like, God damn. Like, I gotta click on this one. Nah, I already seen that one. Click on this one. Like, it's all over the place. But if you find a good one.
Yeah, he was kind of telling me that, I guess he went deeper into it, like it learns you every day. Every day you wake up is something that is showing you and like different ideas or whatever you want to do.
You got a doorbell?
Uh-uh.
I thought I was hearing a doorbell.
That might have been my alarm chirping. I might have a low battery or something like that.
Oh.
All right, I got to ask you this question because I just saw it today. I'm one of those people I'm not big on sequels. Mm-hmm. Because most of the time a sequel will let you down.
It will let you down.
And then when you come in with something that I grew up on and it's just dope that I can watch today and laugh about. Well, laugh at. Coming to America is coming out with a sequel.
Is this facts?
This is all right. The one. What did I saw it on a bullshit link at first, but then I looked it up, and so far they say Eddie Murphy's in on it. I'm not sure if he is or he's not. That's the only thing they didn't say that he had already signed on.
Right.
But as far as the script, they say the script is ready, and I'm thinking. Like, you got to come with everybody again. And then you will have to, like, because one thing about Coming to America, it was like a huge, like, fantasy was a part of that movie. Like, making you believe that this nigga is a prince from Zamunda and all that shit, that was no little production.
Right.
The way they walked through that airport when they got to New York and had all of them, what was those, Louis Vuitton luggage and all that shit. It was like, bro, we got pulled into that. We got taken on this ride about a prince, and I don't know what the hell Simi was. He was just like a dude.
Bodyguard, maybe.
Yeah, they hung with the prince.
Right.
But
probably a small. Don't even know.
How are you going to do this? Like, could it be done?
Man, I think anything could be done with production. It's just like, what kind of crew you got, right? Like, think about The Best Man. Like, The Best Man, the first one was really good. Like, it took us, like, we was like, damn. Like, we didn't think this shit was going to be this good. And then 10 years later, they do The Best Man Holiday. And you just, like, thinking, like, this is about to be some goddamn trash. Like, they got to bring everybody back. And they got to go from simple to, like, something bigger, right? And then you in the movie theater, you fucking crying. You like, these motherfuckers.
I was just about to say, I think they went overboard with The Best Man, too.
Like, shit, these motherfuckers, they going to kill her off. She ain't even do nothing. Like, nigga, in the movie theater, bro. So, I think, I don't know. Like, this may be Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2. They coming out with a third one.
Coming out with a third one.
But when you seen Bad Boys 2, you was like, man, this is about to be some trash. But it was just as good or better than Bad Boys 1.
Yeah.
Like, them motherfuckers was like, that was entertaining. I thought it was better. Like, it was in my, it was back in Miami. Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry.
It was dope.
It was. And the way they kept those movies good, though, was the budgets.
The budgets, they was high.
Because everybody's, hell yeah.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
Those budgets had to be huge. The car chases, the action, and blah, man, that shit, that's $1 million shit.
How did they even do all that stuff, man?
All stuntmen, bro. Some of those scenes, they be shooting like the actors ain't there. They just got cars rolling and flipping over. They blowing up shit. Like, what's the guy that make the Transformers movies?
Oh yeah,
Jerry Bruckheimer. I think he did the Bad Boys. I think he's behind Bad Boys.
That's crazy.
Dude don't fuck around. If dude make that movie, it's like he won $150-200 million to shoot this movie.
Damn, bro. Then you look at like the Too Fast, Too Furious, or the Fast and Furious, like. Them shits is all. I know there gotta be a lot of money involved in them shits, bro. But they get back so much money. Like this last one, I thought it was trash, but they did like over like $1 billion. Like, damn,
bro, that shit is worldwide. People love those Fast and Furious movies. If he comes out with an 8, like I think it's up to like 7, 6 or 7, something like that. Right. Those are huge budget movies because when you think of sequels, like I think well, nobody's seen Belly 2.
Right. Belly 2. It didn't really do so well.
Belly 2 didn't do well at all.
And Belly 2 didn't do so well in the DVD office. Like, it was straight to DVD. I don't understand.
I don't even understand why some movies are made because the way I think is just like, okay, it's not all about budget. Some movies have a lower budget. Like Get Out didn't have a huge budget, but it was like the concept and just what was going on in the movie, the story, the writing. It was like, okay, Like, I love the shit out of that movie. It's like, I can't wait till his next one come out. But he's not dealing. Eventually, he gonna get to a huge budget.
Yeah, he gonna get to a huge.
He on his way right now. He could just put a GoFundMe account out like, hey, I'm about to make another movie. I need $100 million. Right. He don't get it.
Right.
Like, you'll get the investors now, but yeah, I just don't want Coming to America. Getting back to that. There was just so many different characters that we love.
But we want to see Eddie Murphy back in pure form, man. Like, the purest form of Eddie Murphy is when he's able to act out all these things that are in his head. The Nutty Professor, the Clump, Meet the Clumps. Goddamn, what's the one where he get married to Refugia, Norbit?
Oh, Norbit.
You know what I mean? He's acting out all these different characters, man, and he's so good at it. Coming to America. That, I mean, like, you think about those movies, and you know if Eddie Murphy is in, nigga,
yeah, it's
gonna be good, bro.
No, I don't think he's gonna sign on for no bullshit.
Yeah,
especially now for his comeback movie. Like, I ain't seen him in a while. Even though I saw some movie, him and Mike Epps and. I don't know who the hell else was in that movie. He kind of had that look to where it was like the 70s or something, had the finger waves and shit. I don't know
what that is. I do not know what that is.
Nobody's
about.
Telling us about it. Well, you just see a picture here, a picture there, but it's probably going to be good. I can only imagine.
Maybe it's Norbit too.
Damn, Mike Epps was in.
Maybe it's Norbit too.
That better not be Norbit
but
too.
I am waiting on the Bad Boys 3. I am waiting on... Like, you know what can't be a sequel that I would love to be a sequel, but I know it's going to be trash because they not going to fucking do it right? It got to be a remake. It can't even be a sequel. What? Like The Wood. Like, if like, it can't be redone. I don't think it can be redone, and I don't think it could be a part 2 to that. Like, it was so good, man.
I think Stacey will crack now.
Yeah, I think
you're going to get a good Stacey back.
Dog, man. Like, that was a good. I was thinking, like, maybe since they were grown now, maybe they can start rapping with their kids about, you know, girls and sex and, you know, like, you know, the shit that they did back in the day. And
you know what? That probably would be good.
That probably would be hella good and probably be a little bit more still funny, but probably have the little Best Man Holiday thing going on, like where it's still like emotional or something like that. That'd be dope.
Yeah, Stacey get killed. We got Stacey ass get taken out.
They gonna be like they gonna do Stacey like they did Smokey on next Friday. They like, man, Stacey in rehab.
Yeah, you might have to, cause Stacey, I saw some videos of him a little while back, and he just didn't look the same. Like, I don't want to make fun of it because he might have been sick or something like that, but he didn't.
Yeah,
like,
but you know, he went to jail.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like
should have guessed that. That nigga look like a nigga to go to jail. I know I do too, but that nigga look like one of me.
I think he killed his mama's boyfriend or husband or something like that.
Damn,
like,
that's heavy.
Yeah, I think with a knife or maybe he killed him with a gun or whatever. But
he one of the two popular.
Yeah, so he killed him. He was in jail for a little while. He just got out not too long ago, and he been in trouble. In it, I don't know I know he did a couple of movies. He had did some movie called, I think it's called High School or something like that.
I did see him in the movie. He was a security guard.
Yep. And then
I remember that was a pretty cool movie. It was a Netflix movie, I think.
Yeah, I think he was in another. I think he was in another movie or a TV show or something like that. Man, you know what I really like that some producers and actors do. They'll start a show. Let me see what show I was just watching. I was watching Lil Rel, right? Mm-hmm. And
I've never seen that.
It's trash.
I gotta watch some of it.
It's really trash. I would still be trying to give it a chance, bro, but it's so trash. Lil Rel, the characters that he played, trash, bro. Like, he sound the same in every character, man. And he got the same kind of look. But anyway, in this show, like, they always bringing back somebody from like back in the day that we ain't even thinking about. Like, on one episode, they had brought or one of the recurring characters. I don't know if you ever watched the Lyrical Lounge show. It used to come on like BET or MTV, and the whole
Lyrical Lounge show.
Oh, you gotta look it up, bro. I know it was only like one season, but that shit was nice, nigga. Like, all they did was do skits and stuff while rapping and rhyming and stuff, and it was like hella dope. You know what I mean?
How'd I miss that?
Yo, CeeLo Green, he did one, bro, about him getting out of jail. I was like hooked on that ever since, bro. But the dude off of Lyrical Lounge show, is on the show on Rail playing the bartender. And you like, damn, like this dude, like I ain't seen him since then, right? And then on one other episode, so he talking to his therapist or whatever, and the therapist come out, bro, and it's Will's mom, man, off of Fresh Prince. You remember Will's mom on Fresh Prince?
I mean, which one?
He only had one mom, not Aunt Viv.
No, but it was okay, his regular mom. Okay.
Yeah, his real mom.
Okay.
His real mom that stayed out in Philly.
I don't know why I'm thinking about Aunt Viv. It was two though. My bad.
His real mom that used to come from Philly to visit him, or he used to go up there, right? Or whatever, and she's a therapist. I'm like, okay, I like when people do that because it gives them, like it ain't a lot of jobs for black actors. So, and it ain't a lot of jobs for new black actors,
Exactly.
Neither. So, to pull somebody from old school, like I'm gonna get you back on the screen, some shine. Like they did the same thing with I know her real name, but I'm gonna mess it up. Gina from Martin. What's her name?
What the fuck is?
I know it, but I'm just forgetting it. But she was she was on this one show called Ken. I think that's what it was called, some Asian show, and they brought her in that show. Like, and I was like, damn, I ain't seen you since my wife and kids.
Tisha Campbell,
yeah.
How's she looking these days?
She ain't looking so fly.
No, her weight be going up and down.
Bro, she got high blood pressure, brother.
Do she?
No, that's
so you just gonna make me feel bad like that?
Right, bro. Like she
I had no idea.
Yeah, she looked like she just trying to stay young and trying to stay fit, but she don't look like she doing a good job at it.
She got high blood pressure, bro. That's why she big. All right. Now I gotta go into something serious.
Okay.
Only a couple topics left. Man, this government shutdown. I think it's fucked up. The only reason I want to bring this up, the next election where I keep seeing people all over the fucking internet talking about Trump 2020, best president ever. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It was like this is the most selfish man I've ever seen in my life. And I'm a pretty selfish motherfucker. Well, I was. My girl turned me out. But it's a lot of selfish people in this world, and they only have to deal with themselves.
Talk about your girl that turned you out.
She done turned me out. She done turned me out. I ain't as selfish, little boy.
She pimped you out, bro. She done turned the nigga out, bro.
As far as the selfish list, it's like you can't be in a relationship and be selfish.
Right.
Like I see some people say, okay, I can't share food with my girls. Like everything we do now is like we together on it. You know what I mean?
Right. You want to go half on these wings? You get half, I get half.
You know what I mean? I buy something, I'm just going to assume you about to eat this shit, so I'm just going to get some extra. Yep. You know what I mean? But as far as my selfishness, it would only affect me and her. This motherfucker's affected millions with it.
Yeah. People
aren't getting checks like we did. We talked about it on the last show where the TSA agents weren't getting paid. They were calling in. Now it's to the point to where they quitting.
Yeah.
You got people. I just read an article today about the prisons. A lot of the federal prisons, a lot of the people are quitting. Now they're talking about the chance of inmates escaping is like through the roof because you only got I don't know how large their staff usually is. But now it's just decreasing at a rapid rate because who can fucking blame them? Who want to work for free?
Think about this, though. Think about how much power this motherfucker has to squeeze the whole United States out. He's putting a squeeze on the United States.
Yeah.
You ain't no motherfuckers to be like, damn, fuck, give him the wall so we can go back making money. This is the longest that it's ever been.
The longest one.
And this nigga's still squeezing. Don't worry, they about to break. Give me a couple more workers. They gonna break,
and they are gonna break too because I keep seeing things. Okay, all right, they passing this. Okay, let's do this. They compromise. I mean, you know what I mean? They trying to get something to where we don't want to give you the $5 billion. We'll give you this. We'll give you this.
Right.
They had the GoFundMe account that only raised 20. Now they refunding all their money. We're not gonna use. They said they're not gonna use that, even though it was not. I mean, 20 million and you want $5 billion. That's it's like needing 10,000 and getting a few dollars.
Yeah.
But for something like that, it just seems like that this is something that you see on a movie, like a wall. Everybody sits and says, "Okay, fuck Trump and that wall," but when you really think about it, it's okay, a fucking wall. You want to build a wall around the bottom of the country. Like pretty soon, okay, where else? All right, Canada, the West and the East Coast, like you can't put a wall around that shit because of obviously it's water. But if you fucking really think about it, and this is the way I think about it, had it not been like that, this person could say, okay, I want to fence this country in.
Right.
Like who becomes a president and start fucking construction on shit? It's like I just don't understand. It's like baffles me how this is really a serious issue with all of the things going on in the country, with all of the homegrown terrorists. Like most of the people who shoot up schools and cause mass murder every fucking day, they not sneaking in here from Mexico. Like what makes you hate those people so much that you will try to build a wall to keep them out? And most of the things that get over here probably not even coming from there.
You know what though? I understand where he's coming from, right? And I know this is the unpopular opinion. That doesn't mean I'm for the wall though. Okay, I understand what he mean, right? Say that this house that you in right now didn't have a door, right? And people seen all the good shit you had in this house. Not saying you got some good shit. You know what I mean?
I ain't got no good shit.
I did see a couple of TVs in here, y'all. But, but I ain't gonna say nothing else.
I'm not saying there's no good shit in here. I'm just using an example.
So say that people just keep coming up to your shit, bro, fucking your shit up. And you like, hold the fuck up. I need a goddamn door. Yeah. But I can't afford the door, right? Somebody else is going to have to help me afford the door, like my roommates and shit. So, niggas, let's get together. We a team, and let's get this fucking door, right? And I hate to say that, right? But at some point, where do you draw the line about people illegally coming inside the country? And I'm just not talking about Mexicans. I'm not just talking about, like Colombians or Alaska or Canadians. I'm just saying, like, just period altogether. And I want the people to know I'm not for the wall. Okay, I'm just saying, like, I can understand where he's coming from with that. I would hate to think that he hate these people. I just think that he's trying to figure out a way to, like, because the economy is fucked up, right? The economy is fucked up. We really want the people that live here, that's from here, to have the job first, right?
Yeah.
But then you come over here, from wherever you're at. Not, I'm just saying from wherever you at, not just Mexico, from wherever you at, illegally, then you getting, these citizenships some way, somehow. And now you taking the other jobs too. You know what I mean? So now we overpopulated and we ain't got no fucking jobs to go around. So I can understand that aspect. I think he need to do it a different way, but maybe a systematic way. But building a wall, I think, is dumb because let's be real, motherfucker would just find another way.
Exactly.
Like building a wall would be cool. Like say even if it's cool for like 10 years, right? Motherfuckers gonna figure out a way to get over this motherfucking wall. You know what I mean?
I've seen videos where people are in like Miami just chilling at the beach. And all of a sudden, like some makeshift boat, like a motherfucker just made a oversized canoe. Like 30 people on that motherfucker.
Yep.
And they just get out and start running. The people is looking like they're not about to chase these. You don't know who the fuck they are. You don't know what they're doing. They might have just came back from sailing. Yeah, they're a little darker than you. But
did you see? I don't remember the country. I want to say Siberia. It's something over in Russia, I think. I don't know the name of the country, but they were going to war in their country, and they was trying to come over to, I don't know, a different part of the country, and they was overpopulating the other country because it was so many coming at a certain time. Like they was like, many of them was dying on the way to the other place. It was like so many of these people, like millions, bro.
And I think that's kind of what's going to happen when it comes to this wall because, okay, there's no way you're going to put up a wall and say, okay, all right, now we don't have to defend this. Motherfuckers climb walls all the time. Now, we don't know how high this motherfucker's going to be.
If it's anything like the Great China Wall, they may have a huge wall to climb over.
But somehow, some way,
they will figure it out.
Them motherfuckers, all right, because you've known, well, I've seen like them actually like throwing dope on side of this.
Oh yeah,
like having catapults. Now you're gonna have people in there. They're gonna be catapulting people.
Yeah.
Like whatever way they gonna come up with something.
They come up with many ways to get people over here, man. It's ridiculous to get dope over here.
And then you act like they ain't got construction workers and jackhammers and shit over there.
They just gonna build some underground shit. You're gonna be going underground. You'll be like, nigga, how did y'all get over here this time?
Bro, they could build a slightly shorter wall on the other side of that wall and jump over that wall. It's like, dude, it just seems comical to me because
like, nigga, we got a wall too.
Yes. And who could stop them from doing what the fuck they want to do on their side?
Right.
They could build a ramp and just walk over that motherfucker. Dude, okay, I just don't get it. I think it's the silliest shit in the world. Mm-hmm. And just when you think about it as a whole, like, what if the Indians had a wall around that shit?
Right.
Like, we trying to keep people out of some land that was stolen. Like, all right, we don't want nobody else coming over here. We didn't populate this motherfucker like we want to populate it. No more people.
Right. Because ain't no other country just gonna let us be walking over there into their shit without getting your shit first. You're not about to be coming over here by boat, nigga. Like, you see what happened to them one people that try to go to that desert land. Or them niggas,
exactly.
Like, nigga, you not accepted over here. Like,
I gotta find out what happened to them people because I said a little while ago I was scared for those people and people going over to North Sentinel Island and try to take their shit. Yeah. But one more thing on this before I wrap. Like, America owed China a whole lot of money.
Too much money, bro.
What would you do? All right, that's just like somebody you know. Mm-hmm. He owe you about $1,000. Mm-hmm. And you say, well, you see him doing a little fundraiser for something else. Like, all right, I need $500. Yep. And just the fact that you know that this man's mind is on something else. He ain't trying to get the $500 to pay you.
Right.
Somebody might have ran over his fence. He trying to fucking get his fence fixed.
Right.
You're going to be like, nigga, fuck that fence.
Fuck that fence.
I need my motherfucking money.
Right. I see exactly what you're saying.
I wonder what's going on with countries. Like, how long do they have to pay them back?
Man, I think when you talk about the debt, I think China just like, hey, whatever y'all get into or whatever we get into, y'all make sure y'all fucking show up. Mm. Like I need y'all asses just like y'all need mine, right? So if China was to go to war with somebody, guess who would be the first one right there with a big ass army next to him? The United States, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and they owe them money, but they know they can depend on them when they need them. So they just playing it smart. And I think if they turn on them, then this shit gonna get deep, nigga. Mm-hmm. Like, you trying to tell me you owe us money, right? And we going broke, and you over there trying to raise this goddamn wall, but you still owe us money because we going broke over here.
Exactly.
So now what? Now what we gonna do? Because now I got to come get my money.
Exactly.
I got to come get all of it. Like, people don't even know, like, I forgot what war it was, but after the war was over, like, the group of people that started the war, they had to pay money to the people that was in the war. Like, they had to pay them money. That was the repercussions of them starting the war, bro. Like, how the fuck did you get it? How the fuck did you lose the war, right? Mm-hmm. And you got to pay them money. A nigga already lost. Y'all killed all my people.
Now I gotta pay y'all?
Right. Now I gotta pay y'all money. I gotta take the money out of these people's mouths that I started the war with. They ain't got their families no more.
Exactly.
The guy's fucked up.
And that's another thing too, because like America's been in all types of like not full-fledged war, but it costs a lot of money to be over in these countries. Our troops have been gone for a long time, coming back home and then going again. Mm-hmm. Those missions, I won't call it a full-fledged war. We ain't hit like a full-blown war in a long time, but that costs billions of dollars getting them over there. Yeah. And you still ain't paid these people. Okay.
Come on, man.
All right, man. We don't have any solutions on the Urban Absurdity Podcast for America or the fucked up president that we have. We are dealing with a motherfucker that want to build a wall. It seems like unrealistic to me, but that's the world we're living in. Mm-hmm. I just want to send a shout out to Bionica. You can come out. You got one more point. You got one more point, and your ass gonna be out of here. We're gonna have open auditions at Wild Woody's. I don't know why the fuck this nigga picked Wild Woody's.
Come holler at your boy by the meat section.
I want to sit on the what was it? Fuck, what was that fucking show? It was building all the fucking stars. The singing competition. You got 3 people sitting at the table. The judges.
The Voice.
No, the first one. You remember the one that everybody wanted to be like?
American Top Model. I mean American Idol.
American Idol.
Yeah,
I think that's how we have to do it.
we gotta do it like that.
We got to do it like that.
Oh shit!
I mean, I got to say all the way to the right was Simon said. I don't even remember the dude that said dog all the time, and he was somebody else. I don't remember them.
Her name started Root.
It better not have been RuPaul.
Becca, Rebuka, Paula Abdul. Paula Abdul.
Fine ass was on there for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Then Jackson. What's his first name? Freddie.
Randy
Jackson.
He's about to start singing and shit in this motherfucker. Hey y'all, we had a great motherfucking show.
That's it.
My motherfucking Chiefs won.
Did we get to 2 hours already?
No, I ran out of topics.
Nigga, we got more topics. What was the one I sent you?
Let's go.
What was the ones I sent you about? I sent you 3.
Did you?
Yeah.
One of them was a government shutdown, I thought.
The government shutdown. Oh, we were talking about taxes. We didn't even get to talk about the taxes.
Let's go.
The taxes, they had said at first that they wasn't going to dish out the taxes until the government shutdown was over. Mm-hmm. But then they just sent out, a little article saying that they still going to release the taxes during the shutdown, right? So I
saw that. Who the fuck issued that? Was that Trump? Because I'm still hearing that it's going to be a delay.
I don't know. I think it's always a delay. No motherfuckers will delay your shit.
It's always a delay.
And they'd be like, everybody that fill out their taxes on February 1st will get their taxes in March 1st. Everybody that filed after February 1st is not getting y'all shit till April.
I ain't had to file taxes in so long. They won't let me get none. I owe them.
Me too.
I can't get shit.
Every year I owe them. Like, nigga, I tell myself every year, bro, don't go past 6 months on the exempt. I see them checks like, nigga, if I don't go exempt this month, I ain't ready to pay my bills.
Dude, you know what? I started going crazy with the exempt some years ago, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm just now going to the point to where I was like, okay.
Just take the money. Just take the money now.
I go with the last 6 months, though.
You go the last 6 months?
That's when the holidays come. I want the fat checks then. Like, I really would. I could use fat checks in the wintertime, but I still don't do it.
It's stupid, but my point is on the tax side, I want to ask you this. This is like, I wish Bianca was here, and I want her to be here when I want her opinion, but when you a dad, right? But you're not with the mom anymore. But she gonna file the taxes with the kid on her, taxes or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you're an active dad. You're not on child support, but you pay for the daycare. You got the little homie on your insurance and shit, and you get them half of the time, right?
Yeah.
And like, you're a good dad, you know what I mean? Like you get them half of the time. Like, this is the mom get them 3 to 4 days a week. You get them 3-4 days a week, and it just works like that. And no courts are involved in anything, right? Mm-hmm. So when you get your taxes back, should the child part, half of that go to your the other parent? You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like
half?
Yeah. Half of the child part. I don't know what you made
a year. Oh, okay.
Whether the child part is $3,000, I should get $1,500. You should get $1,500. Right? Right? Women was disagreeing with it. And like the way that I put it was just like that. And they were disagreeing with it because they was putting they self in that position.
So the woman should have got it all. That's what they said. She give it all to him.
Yeah, no, the woman is like, I should keep all of it because the child lived with me. But I'm like, he lived with the other person half of the time as well. Well, I'm the legal guardian. Nah, like I ain't got no courts involved or nothing like that. Y'all both the legal guardian. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Well, I got full custody. Like I'm like, no, that's not what I'm asking.
Reread the shit.
Yeah, in this scenario. Should the man get half? Because this is the thing, man. Like women, you the dude can file too, right? And they can get in the courts and everything and file. But what if they don't want to do all that, right? Mm-hmm. So, woman files every year. She never kicks him back nothing, but he does half of the work. You know what I mean? He does probably more of the work financially. Mm-hmm. And women think because that's something he's supposed to do, then he shouldn't get nothing kicked back. And I'm like, that don't make no fucking sense because
what are they supposed to do then?
Exactly, man.
Y'all both supposed to be doing some shit with a kid involved.
No, exactly. So I don't understand. Like, women was jumping down my throat about it, but I'm looking like y'all some ungrateful motherfuckers.
Now I really wish Bianca was here.
But I wish,
just to see what she would say about that.
Because she would find the devil's advocate way.
They always think a lot different when it comes to kids and taking care of kids and just that money in general. Right. Like, I don't even have kids, but I can still sit here and say that it would be fucked up if y'all both, like if you said we splitting everything,
right?
Like the where the child stays is 50-50.
Yeah.
The money we spend on the child is 50-50.
Right.
Then why shouldn't anything that's benefiting you coming from the child, from the government, why shouldn't that be 50-50?
50-50, man. I just don't understand.
But I had the baby.
Right.
You always got to have a one-up. Like, why should it be a one-up all the time? Like, I don't want to, dude, I pray to God. Well, I already got who I'm going to be with. I was about to say, I pray to God I don't be with nobody that's on some bullshit like that. But I know it won't happen like that.
Right.
But I just don't get that. Like, if y'all both doing for the child, y'all both deserve that.
I believe that wholeheartedly. And women just be like, at the end of the day, like, if he wanted to leave and go do whatever he wanted to do, then I'm still stuck with the child. And I'm like, that's the same. Likewise, if you wanted to jump up and do whatever you want to do, then he would be stuck with the baby. And I see it so many times.
Exactly. Dude, I know so many good single fathers. Right. And I know a lot of good single moms too, don't get me wrong. I know them both, but they act like no man in the history of the world has ever taken his kid. They act like you only saw that on Boys in the Hood. Mm-hmm. Like, no, this shit really happens in real life. Like, people are not running away from responsibility. Some do, but you just can't blanket everybody with their bullshit. Right. Like, that's the part about it I don't get. I don't get that part.
Yeah. Also in the government, they were talking about food stamps is going to be stopped until the government,
stop them food stamps. The motherfucker ain't selling me none. They ain't selling me none. Dude, I know you can remember. I went on my Facebook memory the other day, and I saw when I used to post them full refrigerators of food, shit busting down everywhere. You know how you really got you really doing good when you go in the butter box or the little freezer box and there's food in there.
Damn.
Ain't no motherfucking lettuce in the vegetable shit.
Right.
It's meat in there.
Right. You know,
I didn't know where to put this shit.
You know you're doing too good when you got the extra meat, nigga.
Extra. I can't even put it all in the fucking dude. I swear to God, it used to be good. Now I don't get none of that shit. Nobody look out for me. Nobody want to sell me anything. Mm-hmm. And I'm pissed at y'all for that. I mean, I know y'all could. I know it's like a crime, but
but you know what's really crazy is that more white people are on food stamps than there are any other race. Mm-hmm. And that's just generally because there's more white people than there is black people, right? So that kind of makes sense, but that food stamp shit ain't gonna last for long when the white people that know some other white people get involved in that shit, and that shit is some other shit.
And that's why I don't see, like, okay, if you do this, if there are no food stamps, it's already been 3 weeks where the government shut down, federal employees ain't getting paid. I haven't read anything about back pay.
Oh, well, my aunt was telling me that, this is the third time where she's been working there that this happened and they get the back pay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they just, well really.
But what if they lose a house during this shit? Yeah. Like, back pay ain't gonna get you back in your crib once they kicked you out that motherfucker. You have to pay again. You got to pay a first and last month's rent again.
Right.
So if the majority of these people vote for him again, I would just think this is the dumbest
they not
process ever.
They not. He hit too many different places where people that were voting for him that now are changing their mind. You hit your own people, nigga. You hit the government like this. Oh, you're not getting rehired, bro.
Dude, they starting GoFundMe accounts. What was the actual phrase? Was crowdfunding?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
just to pay their bills.
Yeah.
I mean, what stand up tax-paying citizen fucking wants to all of a sudden have to get charity just to pay their bills? Mm-hmm. But this is the president. And then not only when the government opens back up, because I read it's not fully shut down. It's like 15% of the government is still operating. I guess it's some kind of rules that, okay, this part is, it might be like involving national security, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? The real, what they consider important shit.
Right.
But it's all important to these fucking workers and employees.
Man, that's crazy. They really have.
I never thought something like this could happen.
Yeah.
Because the first time I actually heard of a government shutdown was like maybe 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. I remember that 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The government shut down, and it only lasted for a little while though.
It was like a couple days.
Yeah.
Like they was talking about it longer than it actually even lasted. And like I think a lot of people was like we kind of got turned on to it because I guess it had been so long since one happened.
Yeah.
So we kind of like, you know what I mean, what the fuck is a government shutdown? What you mean shutting down? Like,
right. What does that even mean?
Yeah, like what's gonna happen to us? Like we was nervous. Like what the fuck?
You don't even realize like how much stuff is ran by the government. You were like, hold up, am I gonna still get my goddamn mail? Like, I don't know if they gonna give me the mail or not.
It just made me think about that. I saw the mailman going down the street today. He's like,
damn, he ain't getting paid.
It's a federal offense to open somebody's mail, but y'all still getting paid?
Yeah, or I'm thinking like you trying to tell me like the TSA at the airport ain't checking for me no more. Like, they gonna be there? They're not gonna be there? Like what did you saying?
That's what scares me. I saw some people share a video. It was like a video like kind of making fun of it. I don't know if this dude was a real TSA agent, but he was just like he was searching this line of people. They raised up their arms. He'd go up.
Oh, yeah, that was fake. I mean, it wasn't a TSA, but it was a real event. So many damn people.
Dude was like, man, bro, I'm not really searching these motherfuckers, bro. I'm here to get a check.
He was just going over the body, not even touching the body. Like, nigga, you can't even tell if there's a gun in there or not.
Exactly. Like, bro, you ain't go around their back. Like, that's where the Uzis are usually kept, nigga.
Right?
And you got to go in the small of their back.
Oh, shit. The Uzi is kept, bro.
Hey, one thing I gotta say this,
and
people may not know, like hood niggas don't do that. Like you see in the movies, motherfuckers had a gun in their back, they have it on their side.
Yeah, they have it on their side.
That's why niggas be shooting themselves on accident.
Right.
Hey, but you know what? Back to some serious shit. I really hope this shit is over with soon because it's gonna start affecting too many people. I saw a friend of mine, as a matter of fact, make a post and said it's starting to affect like Section 8 and shit like that.
Damn.
Like it's so many elements to this. We're not gonna read about them all, and it's not affecting some people directly, so we don't know about what's going on over here. But like this shit is,
this shit is petty.
I was just about to say, even my mama asks, and she don't even get them type of checks. What do they call it? Social Security checks.
Yeah, but I didn't understand like how is it possible that he can shut down the government? I thought the reason for the government was the House of Representatives. I thought it was the Senate and shit. I thought
Congress, and I thought everybody could vote on it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like who the fuck voted on the shutdown though, man?
This motherfucker had like some type of meeting about maybe a week ago, 3-4 days ago, and he walked into the meeting. They were supposed to like try to compromise, come up with something. He walked out after 15 minutes and said, I'm cool. Y'all ain't talking about what I want to hear. Like, this nigga is, like, really throwing tantrums.
Yeah.
It's like he's not trying to, like, you know, when you debate with somebody, you negotiate with somebody, like, you trying to hear, okay, all right, let's try to work something out. He storms out after 15 minutes because they not talking about what he want to talk about.
Yeah.
That's not leadership.
Right.
I don't get that part. Like, a president, like, you just storming out, like you asked your mama for $10 to go to the movies and she said no. It's like, dude, I would think it's supposed to be more professional ways to handle shit. And the world is watching him just act the fucking fool. He's Shaqtin' a fucking fool. Right. Like they said, Shaq should have him on the top 5.
Right.
Because this shit is fucking ridiculous and it's funnier than anything I've ever seen. But on some real shit, it's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen as far as government. And the sooner it's over, the better, because we don't know what those people are going through, and I just feel for them.
Yo, I do feel bad for him, man. But
don't you play devil's advocate.
I'm not gonna do it. But I seen a lot of people Ubering now, and they said, "Nigga, we about to pick up a job or something," and they signed up for Uber. You can start Uber within like 3 days, and
how fucked up was that? Now you got an Uber. You was like, fucking.
Nigga, I guess I got an Uber for this till I can get my money right while I'm on this furlough.
Is that what it's called?
That's what they call it, man. Like you're not fired, and you supposed to come back to this motherfucker, but we ain't gonna pay you neither. So you're on furlough.
I couldn't do it. For all those people that could retire, this is exactly what I would do. Like if you at the age of retirement, you past 59, I would just go ahead and lay it down. Like for one, I work for the government. So when I come back to this job, I'm representing the government, the same government that just said they really don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to starve y'all out so I can get my way to build a wall that doesn't even really affect us. In my opinion, doesn't affect us. So
right. I do want to also say for everybody that listened last week, you did see that Ryan was big mad and this nigga wouldn't let me talk the whole time. Did y'all peep it? Just comment somewhere in the universe. Yes, nigga, we peeped it. Because I listened to the whole damn thing and I kept peeping it.
You listen to it again?
I was like, this nigga still ain't letting me talk.
Hey, you know what? I said something to Bianca about it because after I pummeled her ass in the male versus female discussion, like we always go back and forth. She told me a long time ago, she was like, I'm the sarcastic person. When I see somebody hot and bothered, then I go into my little laughing and blah, blah, blah. So when I'm arguing with you, I'm looking over here. This motherfucker, like I said, all right, I remember one point that really got me mad. That's when I started. I just got straight quiet. Like, you know what? Y'all can do this goddamn podcast by yourself. I said something. You was like, well, everybody on. He was like, social media is the best way. And I'm like, no. You want me to tell you what I do? I was set up. I won't fall back into that trap again. It's just gonna be good, lighthearted, honest debates. And I didn't delete. You know, I thought about deleting it because the show was hella long anyway.
It was hella long.
So I was like, you know what? I could delete this shit and nobody even know. But I was like, I'm going to give them the real. I'm going to put that shit out there. They know Ron got mad. I don't get beat up like that on the show all the time. But I was pissed off. Like, I didn't say shit for like 10 minutes.
Right? I was like, this nigga just smoking. This nigga just smoking hella hard now. This nigga.
I had somebody at work was like, bro, I heard the show. And that was the first show he listened to. That's what was funny. So I'm like, God damn, this nigga got this image of me just fucking being a crybaby on the goddamn show all the time. Man. Like, bro, that's not what it's about. Give us more listens.
That nigga was so bad. I was scared. I was like, this nigga gonna shoot up the spot.
I'm gonna shoot up my own damn spot. Now, we was at Bianca house. I'd have aired that motherfucker out. Hey, y'all. Hey, thanks for listening. I ain't gonna be mad no more. Check us out. And we gone.
We out.